in a validation rules, we have that option to understand whether the opportunity is creating, record is creating for the first time or not. Let's say amount validation for new opportunities. Account validation for the new amount validation for the and so here we have a function called isNew. Here we have a function called isNew. IsNew will always return true if the record is creating for the first time. IsNew will return a true. Check if the record is new and returns true if it is new. Otherwise, it returns false. I mean, for the first time in the account, record is getting created in the system, isNew will be true. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
And what is the second condition? Amount should not less than 100. So, we need to take an amount field and then operator less than 100, saying that for any new opportunities at a field,
I think the amount should be greater than 100 in the condition, right?
We need to write a validation rule for a wrong data so that we know
Okay.
and it will return true. If it is not greater than, right, then we need to have not of greater than 100. Validation rule will only fire if it is a true, right? So we need to write a validation rule for a wrong data. We need to capture the wrong data than this one. Yes, you are right. Whenever you are writing your code, whenever you are writing your business logic, anywhere else we will go with the positive conditions. And negative conditions will drop down to else condition, right? Here we need to capture else as our main criteria.
Okay. Yeah.
Save. Now if I try to create an opportunity, let's say name is OPP1, OPP, let's say MacBook, and close date is 8th, staging is prospecting, and type downgraded, and I'm saving it. But because this is a validation rule, it will check for the existing data. Now it is saying that, acha, I selected amount, sorry, that's my bad. Here I need to change amount. Yeah. Now you can see for the new data, it is throwing error. Let me go to the existing opportunities. There are some sample data which is available. If I open Edge SLA, I can change my opportunity revenue to 10 also, because this is not a old data. This is a old data where I am updating. So is new is a false condition, right? Is new will return false only, right? If the record is updating, then is new is false. Uncondition false comma true, which is false only outcome. So validation rule will not execute. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. Now, as I said, if the type of an opportunity is customer downgraded, I need to update my field to 80. I need to update my field to 80, where I need to update after save. So we have a functionality from an out of box called workflows. Workflows is capable of doing four things. It will update the record. It can create a new task. It can call email alert. So it sends emails to customers or the users the targeted people. And the fourth one is outbound message. Outbound message is something where you can pass your information, Salesforce information, to the third party systems. It's kind of integrations. We are using outbound is a standard process. You have idea about outbound messages? Sending an information from one classified system to the other classified system. So how to create a workflow? All we need to go to workflow rules workflow rules, continue, new workflow, and I need to select an object. On which object I need to execute this workflow? On which object I need to execute?
Opportunities.
Yes, opportunities. Opportunity. Opportunities is a tab name. Opportunity is a object name. The plural form is nothing but opportunities, and the actual object name is opportunity. Next, amount downgrade is my workflow rule name. Now we have three types of workflow execution. I mean, there are only three conditions workflow will execute. Created in the sense if the record is created for a first time. Created and every time edited means what? Today you created and next time you are editing, workflow will continuously fires. This is for a first time you are creating, and create or edit anytime any changes to that opportunity will execute this workflow. If I select this. What about third one? Created and anytime it edited to subsequently met criteria. Means we created an opportunity or editing an opportunity. Let's say my type of customer is downgraded. Today I saved it, and might be customer told me that I'm okay even for 99 USD. I saved. Now type is a downgraded and amount is 99. I updated, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
It will save.
It will not save actually. Let's say workflow will save. If it is a new, then 80 will come. If I didn't say every time edited, if I select, even though if I selected 99, it will gonna update 80 only because it is less than 100, which is gonna select 80. Okay? Hello?
Yes, Deepak.
Yeah. The next condition is create an edit time. Let's say I selected 99 here. 99 is updated. I saved it. I mean, workflow will save, it got saved. Even though if I come back here, if I modify my opportunity, workflow will not execute. Workflow will not execute until unless the type of the customer is changed to upgraded. I mean, upgrade in the sense the value should be changed. The value should be changed to some value and then it need to come back to the same condition. ఏం లేదండి ఇదేంటంటే ఒకసారి కస్టమర్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ టైప్ ఈక్వల్ టు డౌన్గ్రేడెడ్ అని సెలెక్ట్ చేసాం వర్క్ఫ్లో కండిషన్కి. ప్రతిసారి ఆపర్చునిటీ ఎడిట్ చేసినప్పుడు టైప్ వచ్చి సేమ్ వాల్యూ ఉంది, ఇంక మారలేదు. సో వర్క్ఫ్లో ఫైర్ అవ్వదు. ఎప్పుడైతే టైప్ని వేరే వాల్యూకి మార్చి మళ్ళీ రిటర్న్ సేమ్ దానికి కానీ వస్తే అప్పుడు వర్క్ఫ్లో ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. ఇదే థర్డ్ కండిషన్, సబ్సిక్వెంట్లీ మెట్ క్రైటీరియా.
ఓకే, కెన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇంక సెకండ్ కండిషన్ కూడా ఒకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్.
సెకండ్ కండిషన్ ఇదే, క్రియేట్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ టైం ఎడిటెడ్. ఇంకా దీనికి కండిషనే లేదండి. ఎప్పుడు సేవ్ చేసినా ఎప్పుడు ఎడిట్ చేసినా కండిషన్ మెట్ అయితే ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతానే ఉంటుంది. It always edits. So whenever there is any changes in the record, until unless the workflow criteria is matching, workflow will execute. First condition.
థర్డ్ కండిషన్ అయితే ఓన్లీ డౌన్ గ్రేడ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు అవుతుంది.
డౌన్ గ్రేడ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు కాదు. ఇప్పుడు వర్క్ఫ్లో కండిషన్లో నేను ఏం పెడతానంటే లెట్స్ గో విత్ దిస్ వే. Opportunity amount, opportunity type, right? Where is type? Downgraded ke చూస్తున్నాను, ఈక్వల్స్ డౌన్గ్రేడెడ్ సేవ్ అండ్ నెక్స్ట్. ఇక్కడ వర్క్ఫ్లో యాక్షన్స్ అని చెప్పాను కదా, వీ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ఎ వర్క్ఫ్లో యాక్షన్ సేయింగ్ దట్ న్యూ ఫీల్డ్ అప్డేట్, అమౌంట్ అప్డేట్. ఆపర్చునిటీలో ఏ అమౌంట్ ఎంటర్ చేయాలి, అమౌంట్ను మాడిఫై చేయాలి. సో ఐ సెలెక్టెడ్ అమౌంట్ అండ్ దెన్ యూజ్ ఫార్ములా టు సెట్ ఎ వాల్యూ. హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 80. 80 is the value I am saving it. Now once you're done, click on done and then activate. What is the workflow condition? Existing customer is downgraded. Sorry, I should have another criteria here. Amount equals 100. I mean, I'm giving a user to enter only 100, not less than 100. If it is less 100, I can update to a 80. What is the two conditions we have? First condition is type equal to existing customer downgrade and opportunity amount equals 100, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I activated this. Now I'll go back and I'll enter 100, saved. Now we got 80, right? I entered 100, but it got 80. Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Now I'm editing this. I'm making this as a 40. Saved. Still it is 40. Because even though type is match, amount is not updated, right? If it is in the second condition, right, it will gonna update as a 80 always. Let's say I am making it as a 100 also. 100. Now it become 80. Now it become 80. Let's say edit. $100. Save. 80. And I am changing my backbook name to 1 minute. I did it wrong. To explain this better, I should not have this one. Amount downgraded. I need to remove this. None. Okay. Now I'll go back and we'll understand. Now edit. Existing customer is downgraded. Save. Ideally I should get 80. Why it is coming 60 only? Whenever the type equal to existing customer downgrade, I need to update field value to 80, but it is 60 only. Edit. I'm changing my, let's say, 20. I'm changing my existing customer this to existing user upgrade, some other value other than downgrade. Now value is still 20. Now I'll update to downgrade. Say 80. Even though if I modified any other record here, it will gonna update your data. It will not gonna update your data. The reason behind, unless the workflow criteria is de-scoped from the existing criteria to other thing. Let's say downgrade is my valid workflow condition. I need to move from valid workflow condition to the invalid workflow condition. I need to save. Again, I need to come back and I need to follow valid workflow condition. Then the workflow will execute. See, you got this difference?
Yes.
Sharanya garu?
Yes, clear.
Yeah.
So I have one doubt. So since we selected our workflow rule to rule or action to update, so that's the reason this only applicable for edit. Like only edit records ki matramena
for
new
new
records
also. For a new record also.
For new also. Okay.
Now let's say you might have a doubt why it is updating for a new record, because ఒక రికార్డ్ కానీ సేవ్ పాయింట్కి వెళ్తే if you want to modify anything on top of save point, you need to update. Even in a database, you need to get a data from a save point and you need to update those values, right? Column values.
Yeah.
Here workflow is executing after save and before commit.
Okay.
After save and before commit, which is causing updating, field updates we are doing here. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
And you understand this ఇంతకంటే ఇది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయలేనండి. చెప్పేదానికే కొంచెం అటు ఇటు ఉంటుంది. సో ఇది సింపుల్. స్ట్రైట్గా చెప్పాలంటే టైప్ డౌన్ గ్రేడ్ అంటే మనకి వ్యాలిడ్ వర్క్ ఫ్లో కండిషన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయ్యేదానికి. ఈ టైప్ ఏం చేయాలంటే వ్యాలిడ్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఇన్వాలిడ్ కండిషన్లోకి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ వ్యాలిడ్ కండిషన్కి వస్తే మాత్రమే ఇది వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుద్ది. subsequently met criteria. Move out from a valid condition, come back to a valid condition.
Yes, Deepak.
Clear, right?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. Now, are we able to skip the validation? Using workflow is able to capable to do, right?
Yes, Deepak.
Okay. Now, let me say this one. Whenever the amount is changed to 80, I need to send an email to a account owner. Let's say here I selected my account. Here I selected my Brington Textiles crop, save. Whenever the amount is changed to 80, I need to send an email to the Brington Textile. Okay, not here we have a contact also. Let me create a new field, which is an email. Email field I need to create. Let's say email. This is my customer email that I'll say email. Next, save. So whenever email and here it is I dot Prajin Salesforce @gmail.com. Whenever the amount is updated to 80, I need to send an email to a customer after 1 hour. After 1 hour. There are two types of action, right? Synchronous action and asynchronous actions. Synchronous actions and asynchronous actions, right?
Yes.
What is synchronous action? What do you mean by synchronous?
Automatically update.
No, that's fine. What is synchronous? There are two differences. Everything will be automatic. Okay, synchronous or asynchronous, everything is to automate. But what's the difference? What is synchronous and asynchronous? Synchronous in the sense, whenever the user performs an action, the immediate output is an synchronous. But asynchronous, do a action now, I'll get my output later. Not now, but it could be in the future. At any point, I'll get an output, but not in the straight away. It takes time and it will execute. Right?
Yeah.
So here, I wanted to send a email to a customer saying that, hey, your opportunity amount has been downgraded to 80. If you have any update, please reach out to the sales team. This is what I need to communicate to my customer using this to the email provided. Now, if I want to send an email to a customers regarding this type of amount is downgraded and all this, do you think that what we needed to send an email, what we needed? Let's say if someone asks, I mean, all we passed out from a 10th standard. So while we are doing a 10th standard, when letter writing comes, so we have a predefined formats, right? Always. For a leave letter, you should have a format like this. For a quote, you should have a format this. If you are writing for a complaint by a government official, the format for something like this, right? We have some predefined formats to do a different types of email. I mean, to do the different types of letter writing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here also in Salesforce, to send an email, we need to create an email templates because on runtime, the system will never know what type of text it need to compose. So we need to create an email template first. In middle of the email template, in the body of the email template, we need to update the values dynamically. Dynamic in the sense, we need to reference to the particular object and we need to get an output. Let's say how to create email template. Go to setup, classic email templates. There is a option called classic email templates. I'm creating a new folder first. Oh, sorry. I'm creating a new folder. Create a new folder. Opportunities. I can say read or write for all users. I don't want to add anything. This folder is accessible by all users. Yes, and then save. Now I'll create my new template. There are 4 types of templates: text, HTML, custom with using letterhead, or visual force. But now we are talking about text type of template. Text type of template available for use. Ensure that if you want to use this template, you need to click a checkbox called available for use. Template name, amount, downgrade, confirmation, and subject is your. Here I need to give opportunity name. Here I need to display my opportunity name dynamically. This is my text, but in opportunity I need to populate my dynamic name. Let's say in my case my opportunity name is MacBook. So your MacBook is downgraded. Your MacBook is downgraded. So if you want to do a data binding automatically, here you need to select a merge field. There is a merge field concept. All you need to do is select an object, which object you wanted. Here we have opportunity, right? Opportunity fields. And what is the field that you needed? Amount. And this is your merge field. Copy and paste. So whenever the workflow is firing on top of this record, this value is automatically populates. Hi, I need to send an email to a owner. Opportunity owner name. Here you have owner full name. Hi, owner full name. Your opportunity is opportunity dot, sorry, this is name. Opportunity dot name is downgraded to opportunity amount. Opportunity amount. Copy. So these are the hot text. He is downgraded everything hot text. But inside this formula expression will be a data binding. So automatically it binds a data for you. So I'm just saving it. Now if you want to verify anything, send verification email to an email presume Salesforce. Let's say which object I need to select. And I need to select here opportunity and then MacBook. Okay. Now you can see automatically, hi SFDCBA, your opportunity MacBook is downgraded to 80. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Now what I'll do, I'll go to my workflow rules. I'll go to my, when I need to send this communication after 1 hour. After 1 hour, not an immediate action. Open. Now I'll click my actions. You can see like time dependent workflow actions you have, right? Click on edit. You can't add, okay, 1 minute. I need to deactivate my workflow. Deactivated, edit. I can add my time dependent workflow action. If I add into immediate action is nothing but a synchronous action. Whenever there is anything, it will gonna update automatically. But when it comes to the time dependent workflow action, add a time trigger. 1 hour after rule trigger date. I mean, if the rule trigger is now, from now, 1 hour it will take to execute this action. Clear? I mentioned this one. You can have a multiple time triggers. You can have 1 hour and you can have a 10 hours. Again, you can add another time. Okay. For now, inside 1 hour trigger, I need to perform few actions. Here, few action is I need to send new email alert. I need to send new email alert. Email to confirmation about opportunity amount downgrade. Which email template you need to use? The one we created now. Opportunity. Here you need to change the switch of folders. Whenever you switch your folders, you will be in right email templates. Our amount is upgraded. Now to which user we need to send? Or we need to send a user to an email field. Which field? We need to send an email to a user field, right? I mean email field, right?
Yes.
Now then in that case, we need to select search for email fields. Automatically, whatever the data type of a field is email, it will gonna display. Only email data types will be filled, not based on the label, based on the field data type. While creating the email, we selected email as a data type, right? In opportunity fields, we have a data type called email. Now you can see email data type is email. So only it will gonna display here. And additional mails you can provide up to 5. You can enter only 5 emails. That's it. Save, done, activate. I need to select my default workflow. Let's say SFDCPA. Save. Because it's a future action, right? It need to execute on top of some other user. Now opportunity amount is downgraded. Now let's change to upgrade, save. Subsequently met criteria. Again, I'm going back to my criteria. Save. Now here you have time-based workflow actions. Here you need to search for object contains opportunity. Rule schedule is 3667 and it will gonna execute it. I created at 57, it will gonna execute at 67. This is a future action which is in queue now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
This will execute after at 6-7 p.m. So at 6-7 p.m. it will gonna send an email to a customer user saying that hey, your opportunity has been downgraded. Now understand, what if I deactivate my rule? If I deactivate my rule, whether this will execute or not, this is an interview question. From now on, all these questions are interview oriented. If I deactivate this, whether my scheduled action will execute or not. Might be this is got scheduled and somehow I got deactivated my workflow. Now tell me whether my time-based workflow will continue to execute or it will not. What do you think?
I mean, it might ask the dependent actions are pending. It might ask for the user confirmation.
There is no asking nothing. Deactivated.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
Now here we need to see. Even though workflow is deactivated, your workflow action still continues to execute, which are already scheduled. If there are any actions scheduled already in the time-based workflow, even though you deactivated your workflow, but the existing action will continue to execute. Okay?
Okay. Yes, yeah.
Now I'm change. Now what I'll do, I'll edit my information. Here we can see, do we have a workflow action? Yes, it is there. Edit my action. I change my criteria to upgrade. Now tell me whether my action will execute, because this is not a valid criteria, right? I need to send an email to a customer only if the type is downgrade. Now I made it as upgrade. Do you think that the work template action will execute still contains such? No. Time-based actions will gonna descope if the criteria is not matching. If the record criteria is not matching, then action will automatically be removed from the queue. Clear?
Yes.
Even though you deactivate your workflow rule, your time-based actions will continue to execute. Whereas, if you change the record values, which is not meeting the workflow criteria, then time-based workflow actions has been removed from the queue. Clear?
Yes, Deepak. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a scenario. Whenever I entered my opportunity amount 100, I need to update to 80. Okay? First workflow, that's what we are doing. Whenever the opportunity amount is 80, I need to update back to 150. See, now understand, whenever the opportunity amount is less than 100, I need to update to 100. First condition is Amount is less than 100, I need to update to 100 is the amount from the workflow. There is another workflow which is saying if the opportunity amount is 100, it need to update to 80. You got my question? అర్థమైందండి లేదా?
లేదు.
ఫస్ట్ వర్క్లో ఉంది నాకు. ఫస్ట్ వర్క్లో ఏంటంటే అమౌంట్ కానీ 100 కానీ ఉంటే ఇట్ విల్ అప్డేట్ టు 80 యాజ్ మై అవుట్పుట్. ఓకే. సెకండ్ కండిషన్ ఏంటంటే అమౌంట్ కానీ లెస్ దాన్ 100, అమౌంట్ లెస్ దాన్ 100, సారీ, ఓకే, అమౌంట్ కానీ లెస్ దాన్ 100 కానీ ఉంటే ఇట్ విల్ అప్డేట్ టు 80, సారీ 100. ఇది రెండు వర్క్ ఫ్లో రూల్స్. ఒకటి వచ్చి ఫస్ట్ వచ్చి 100 కానీ ఉంటే 80 అప్డేట్ చేస్తారు, అంటే విచ్ ఈస్ మేకింగ్ లెస్ దాన్ 100. సెకండ్ వర్క్ ఫ్లో ఇస్ దేర్ ఇఫ్ ద అమౌంట్ ఈస్ లెస్ దాన్ 100 విచ్ ఈస్ మేకింగ్ టు 100. ఇక్కడ అవుట్కమ్ వాల్యూ నెక్స్ట్ వర్క్ ఫ్లోకి ఎంట్రీ వాల్యూ అవుతుంది, ఇక్కడ అవుట్కమ్ వాల్యూ నెక్స్ట్ వర్క్ ఫ్లోకి ఎంట్రీ వాల్యూ అవుతుంది. అవునా? Now if this is the case, whether this is a recursive or not. Now my question is, will my record will get saved if I have a workflow something like this? If the record gets successfully saved and committed to a system, and what will be the outcome, whether it is like 80 or 100. Clear? You got my question, Hemant?
Yes, I mean, like, answer will be 100, right? If it is 100, it should be 80. If so, that will be like less than 100. Then another workflow should execute. That means two workflows, right?
Two workflows. Now, what will be the outcome? Because here it is a recursion. Always like one outcome is the next workflow entry point.
Yeah, outcome will be 100. No. And then again it comes to 80. And then again it comes to 100.
Exactly. This is called recursion. So, try to implement the same workflow rules, okay, as a practice and get a resultant value for me. What is the outcome? Whether first question is that will the record will get saved in the system? First question is that will my record will get saved in the system? If not, why it is not saving? Two questions, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Hemant, you got my question? Hemant is there or not?